Wow. It's one of the worst smells I've ever smelled in all the houses I've ever been.
You could smell it before you were even on the porch. It was that bad.
I'm Robin, and I'm a beautician. This is my mother and dad's house. I started living here in 1988. It was real nice. And we had it fixed real nice.
In 1988, Robin and her daughter Kelly moved into her parents' house, where they worked tirelessly to renovate it into their dream home. However, after the sudden passing of her mother, things became overwhelming.
My grandma's death kind of just took a while to sink in, and I realized she wasn't going to be here to, be around.
Me and my dad, we tried to keep it going.
Eventually, the city stepped in with an ultimatum. Make the house livable, or you will be fined and the house demolished. They were given just days, a seemingly impossible task.
We thought the city would be more lenient than they were, but it didn't matter if it was down below zero. They still wanted us to get in that house and get it cleaned up.
There was just one problem. They couldn't do it alone.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. When you walk in the house, the first thing is the smell just smacks you in the face. This is all cat feces.
After discovering there was physically no room left for a person to live, it was finally time to remove the junk.
Now this has a bunch of mold. Can't that be washed?
This was not going to be an easy task.
It's got the bugs. There's larvae and bugs all in this bag.
I have a little bit of concern again about the speed of the clean right now.
It's full of crap!
We've got cracks in the walls over there. We've got holes going all the way through the steps. You can look down all the way through the steps to the sunlight. There's rooms back here that I don't think anyone's been in 20 years.
With the upper level unsafe and the deadline looming,
This house is ruined.
there wasn't much they could do. It was time to face the news.
We found a few cracks in the ceilings. We found a hole in one of the rooms in the ceiling. The plumbing and electrical all need attention, need to be looked at to make sure it's in working condition. The one thing that got my attention was they didn't say that it's too bad it has to come down. I kind of half expected that. What we plan on doing is look at this, talk about it, see what we can do. Should have some for you within a week or two.
This is 72-year-old Vula out of Kokomo, Indiana. When her kids were young, Vula considered herself normal. However, as time went on, she became less and less fond of housework.
I'm David, and I'm 53 years old, and I am Vula's son. My mom's house is deplorable. It's just filled from the floor to the ceiling. There's cat feces everywhere. The stench will make you gag the second you walk into it. It's just sickening to your stomach.
Truthfully, Vula lives with the belief that as long as she can function in her house, then there is nothing wrong. However, the city does not agree. In reality, there are two crucial contributors to the problem: her unhealthy shopping habits for thrift store junk and the bizarre amount of cats she homes.
If you say you love an animal and you have one or two, you hold them, you pet them, you have a relationship with them. When you have 20 of them in there and they're crawling all over everything, I don't see how you can have a relationship with that many cats. I just don't see it.
Facing eviction and demolition of her home, Vula allows the professionals to investigate. They were gobsmacked with what they encountered.
This is the worst hoard I've ever seen. Have you seen anything worse than this?
No, I've never seen anything.
It's unbelievable.
After discovering the sheer extent of how filthy the home was, they knew the cats living there couldn't be in a healthy condition.
Yeah, he's in real bad shape.
It was immediately apparent some of them needed urgent care. Lucky for them, help was on its way.
Normally cats will run and hide when strangers come into the home. These cats were so ill that they really didn't move. They just sat right exactly where they were.
But it wasn't all bad news.
We have kittens.
We were in the back bedroom and we heard noises. When we lifted the mattress, what we found was a mama and 6 newborn kittens. They are probably less than a day old. The only way those kittens were going to survive the next 24 hours is that fact that we found them. When we are able to save a life and we are able to get an animal out of a situation before they get sick, it doesn't get any better than that.
Although the team had just experienced a majorly successful rescue mission, they still had one major problem to deal with.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. I'm sorry, we're gonna have class right now.
That's fine, but this is all trash.
It's not either.
This is all contaminated.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. This is unhealthy. It has to be burned. I can't even throw this. I'm not allowed to throw this at the dump. This has to go be fired up and burned.
Unable to come to grips with throwing away her possessions, the professionals were forced to confront the raging Vula head-on.
This is a fact. It's a medical fact. This stuff is contaminated.
It's bullshit.
Beulah,
I'm sorry.
cats are dying in that house because
they're
it's so
not
unhealthy.
dying. I'm not dead.
I got a bag of dead cats already. This is why I said to you, things that you want are going to get thrown away.
You. Go ahead and take it.
You know what?
Because right now,
you better respect me.
Mom.
You hear me?
That is not what I was promised.
Well,
just leave me alone.
Well, don't
leave me alone, Sonny.
After removing the cats from the home, the cleaners were racing the clock with only 6 hours left before inspection. With such little time, there was only so much they could do considering the scale of the job at hand.
I've inspected your house, and good news and some bad. We still have some unsafe conditions with the animal feces and some unsafe material inside that has to be removed.
Okay.
The good news is the structure is good and sound. The floor assembly is good. I don't see any evidence of water damage, but I still have to condemn the property and not allow you to live in it.
This is a very painful situation for people who love her.
Did Robin and Vula get what they deserved? Let me know what you think by writing a comment or liking the video.